Peace and love. Good morning. This is Coach Hamm. Today's life hack is about reconditioning your mind. I talk about moving from judgmental to gagemental. I got a lot of emails and a lot of phone calls about, okay, if I do that, how can I facilitate it? How can I do? What's the tool for that? So the main tool I would say is it's a 7-day challenge to do not complain out loud or internally to yourself. So for 7 days, no complaining out loud or to yourself. When you gauge it, when engagemental, because you're going to analyze what thought is coming. If it's unhealthy or not loving, you're going to pivot from it. You're not going to say, oh, I'm doing it again. No. You're just going to pivot from it and be very compassionate with yourself when you do this. Because we have such a probably pessimistic mindset. I mean, our first thought could be negative. That momentum was given to us by somebody when we were a kid, either our grandparents, religion, our parents, whoever gave that to us. It's a programming that was forced upon us or they felt was the best thing for us. So it's almost like a train has a momentum that's been going for years and years and years. You have to slow this train down very slowly to change that momentum. And the first thing you do is stop complaining about situations. When you complain about something, you might just go ahead and just slit your throat because you're killing yourself, because you're inviting that negative energy to overtake you and to overcome you. And when that happens, you can't move in a positive energy, a positive vibration. So the first thing we're going to do is stop complaining. Stop complaining. Instead of complaining, let's have a more solution-based mentality. What is the solution about the situation? So once you stop complaining and you come in a more solution mentality, your vibration will change. Different people will be magnetized to you. Different things will start to occur because now you're vibrating on a different level. Remember, a thought carries a feeling carries an energy. I'm going to say it again. A thought carries a feeling, and a feeling carries an energy. So you want to be very mindful of that thought because it's a domino effect. If it's negative, if it's complaining, if it's unhealthy, that's going to start a momentum. We don't want to start that momentum because it's been going so long that way. We want to be able to slow it down, like I said, a train. Slow that train down because it's going to take a while because it's years of programming. So that's where the compassion comes in at. So be very compassionate with yourself for these next 7 days as you analyze yourself and make the proper adjustments if a complaint comes up. Pivot with a more positive and loving thought. And the loving thought is, I love myself enough to be mindful of what thoughts I'm engaging. Because if we love ourselves, we're going to start with the simple things is nostril to nostril breathing. It doesn't cost you a thing. We breathe 25,000 times per day. So we have plenty of time to be mindful of how am I breathing. If you focus on your breathing, I guarantee you can't focus on nothing else. It's impossible for the brain to do two things at one time. You're going to think about your breathing or think about this negative stuff. So focus on your breathing because you can't stop your mind. It's impossible. So give it something fruitful. Give it something loving if it's going to be busy. And guarantee you, your energy will change. Your energy will shift. I'm telling this because this is what I'm doing myself. Most of the things I tell you, 99.5% of the things I tell you is stuff I practice myself. When you're depressed, when you're feeling low vibration, you need results right now, not later on. The main thing I'm telling you is nostril breathing, your water intake, your nutrition that you're eating. Stop eating that McDonald's, stop eating that Burger King. I was one of those persons all the time. McDonald's, Burger King, Miami Sub, all those places I used to visit all the time. I realized those affected my moods. Those affected my energy levels. So once again, for next 7 days, No complaining out loud. No complaining in your mind. If you do, be very compassionate with yourself. Pivot and welcome a more loving thought. This Coach Hamm. Love yourself so other people can love you too. Godspeed. Peace.